guess I just kind of misjudged where I was at there. No worries, no damage. You're wondering why I keep disconnecting the battery. It's because the light switch is stuck. You can't turn it all the way off. It's an easy fix. It's one of those things I haven't gotten around to yet. Let's climb under it and see what things look like under there. Alright, I cheated. I didn't take you guys under the car with me. That was a pain. We'll see how she sounds now. She needs an exhaust shop badly. Well, she sounds a lot better, a lot. 1,000 times better than she did. But obviously not perfect. I'm not an exhaust shop, I don't have a welder, and I don't have the equipment to do exhaust. But we have exhaust coming out of the exhaust. The pipes aren't dragging the ground anymore. Don't you love these? Especially when they still work. Let's turn that brake off. This thing's obviously been sitting quite a while. We got good brakes though. Really good brakes. Let's take her out for her first drive. See how she does. Very curious about this one. I mean, it was cheap enough. You can't really complain, right? Definitely needs fresh gas. Shifted. Shifted again. She's spitting and sputting a little bit. She'll clean up. There she goes. Just like I said, she'll clean up. She just did. You gotta drive them, man. These injectors have been sitting. Fuel is old. It's just gonna take some time. Not bad, guys. Not bad at all. It actually rides really, really well. Oh, that sun, my goodness. Turn her around. She's still not running the greatest. There it goes. It's just a little finicky, man. Once you get going, she's going. But like I said, it's obviously been sitting a long time. And it's going to take a while to get the fuel system back on track. Exhaust is rattling a little bit because of the way I rigged it up. I'm not proud of it, but you know, it is what it is, man. End of the day, she made it, didn't she? Look at that. There she is. And forgive me, but is it supposed to smoke like that? Very interesting. That right there scares me. That almost looks like a head gasket issue, doesn't it? These 3.8s were notorious for head gasket failure. We may have just figured out why someone cut the caps, sent it to the auction. Take a peek under the hood here. There we go. See how things are going under here. It looks all right. Got good pressure on the cooling system, not insane like pressure is going from the exhaust into the cooling system. She's still smoking pretty good too. But then again, this is the first time it's been warmed up in God knows how many years. There could be moisture in the exhaust. Just have to let it run for a little bit. We'll check on it here in just a few minutes. While we're waiting on this, and I think you can already see that, yeah, it ain't looking good. Let's fire up the Mustang and the Corvette. I don't think the AMC is going to run. I think somebody actually siphoned all my gas out of it. Let's see how this one runs. We haven't started this in days, guys. Like I said, we haven't started it in days. There she goes. There she goes. Alright. That's one V8 running. How about you, old girl? You feel like starting up? Leaving the keys in and everything? Oh, you're gonna run. Well, you are getting better, aren't you? It's actually running pretty decent. Okay. Alright. 2 V8s. The Cougar is looking good. How's that smell? Yeah. Well, I'll let it run a little longer. You can't win them all. Let's see if we can get the AMC to fire up. This car typically doesn't like to run. I've had issues with the fuel system from day one. So I won't be surprised if this V8 doesn't start. Oh wow. Fire right up. Oh, hey there, girl. You usually don't run. That's pretty impressive. Okay. V8 running. You still running? Not the best, but you're still running. Yeah, you're still running too. And the Cougar, how's she doing? You're still smoking. But it's temperature overheating. No, it's not overheating. We have no heat though. There's no heat coming out of here. Let's see if I rev it up a little bit. Pissed off, aren't you? Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna let this run just a few more minutes and see if that clears up, but I think we all know that it's not going to. Well, guys, that answers that. I can't lie, I'm a little disappointed. Head gaskets are not hard to do. Still no heat. Yeah. Not overheating, but she's done, man. You know, again, head gaskets aren't hard to do on these 3.8s. I have done them 2-3 dozen times, man. Back in the day, I worked on these 3.8 liters. Came in just about everything. Ford Taurus, Mercury Sable, Ford Thunderbird, Mercury Cougar. 3.8 was in everything, man. Everything. I'm surprised this old girl is actually running. We haven't touched this car in, God, I think it's been weeks since this car has had anything done to it. it dies as soon as you take it out on the road. All I'm going to do is move it to the driveway for a minute just to have a little more room over there. I'm honestly shocked that it is actually running right now. So I figured I'd bring you guys along with me, even though this is something I usually wouldn't have recorded. Oh, and there you go. See what I mean? Yep. And she's dead. Again. Yeah, I think we still have a slight fuel issue with this car, man. Yeah. Alright. Good enough. I'll, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull this one in the garage. Well, as sad as it is, I hate to inform you guys, the Mercury Cougar has landed itself in the graveyard. This is where I put the cars that they do run, they do drive, but generally speaking, they're just not worth fixing. It's starting to get warm. I'm noticing the temperature gauge go up, so I'm about to shut it down. That's a shame. And I know there's going to be a lot of you that are going to want me to do the head gaskets. And, I mean, we're going to do that. Why don't we put the top back on this van and repair it? Why don't we tear this apart and replace the rear quarter, the doors, the A-pillar, and put this one back together? It just doesn't make sense, guys. It's not good content, unfortunately. 91 Cougar is just not something that I'm going to make much money off of YouTube content on. For the price, I figured it was worth buying, worth bringing it home and getting it running, and I did that. You can't win them all, guys. You just can't. I tend to score pretty decent on these old cars, and I tend to be able to bring them back to life. But unfortunately, this is one that I'm not doing. I'm not doing. Just not. It just needs too much. So, you know what it's time for? I'm gonna roll up the windows so that nothing gets in. And still no heat at all. Let's turn that off. Well, she's not overheating. I thought she was getting warm, and she is, but she's not overheating. Yeah. How bad is it back there? Well, at least it'll keep the mosquitoes away during the summertime, right? Oh boy. Oh boy, that is that's something right there. Yeah. All right, old girl. Sorry to do this to you, but that's a wrap. The headlights won't turn off because this the headlight switch back here, as you can see, has come dislodged from its bracket, so headlights won't turn off. Kind of sad, man. I really did want to bring this one back from the dead, but you know, like I said, you can't win them all. You can't win. Oh, whew, hey, smoky under there, ain't it? Oh wow. Where's that coming from? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, you can't save them all, so let's disconnect the battery to save the. That's actually the battery that's going in my Mustang GT. There you have it, guys. And the vent's still running. It's getting there. That's it. We're done. going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today is Monday, which means it is your Monday Copart auction results video. We have a lot to cover in this video because I did pretty much an entire week of Copart cars. Now, there is an exception. One video got pushed off until this current week, so you may get a few spoilers in this video, but definitely still watch the Copart walk around video anyway. We're going to jump right into this. Big shout out as usual to autoauctions.io. This is the go-to place, ladies and gentlemen, to find out the true history of your next purchase. A lot of times we say salvage purchase, but I'm telling you, there are a lot of clean title cars that run through the salvage auction that look like they should have been junked, but they still end up going back on the street with a clean title, and even Carfax isn't going to show you pictures like these. So definitely go check out autoauctions.io, link in the description down below. We're going to start today with a 2013 Hyundai Genesis. So this one was listed as a run and drive, and I didn't realize how severe the damage was until I actually got there and looked at it in person. The trunk pan was severely damaged. This is definitely something that you're not going to be able to see in the pictures at all. Obviously, front-end damage, and a lot of this front-end damage I didn't really understand when I got there either. You can see this upper radiator support here has an X on it, but I checked all of the brackets and everything over here, and I didn't see anything that was damaged, so I'm not sure why that was X'd out or what exactly was going on with the front end, but I do know that the trunk was full of water. I mean, absolutely full of water, and it was totally destroyed back there. So there was a lot of work needing to be done to this car. Let's see here. Obviously, this is a salvage title. 118,000 miles on the odometer. Oh, full sales history. Let's look at this down here. All right. So October 27th, they should have taken that deal, $2,650, and then November 10th, $1,600. The 13th, $1,800, the 17th, $1,400, and the 20th, almost a month from its original sale date, $1,700. Guys, this car is just not selling. They're going to have to let it go. That's what's going to have to happen. Damage ratio is at about 68%. Estimated retail value is $7,240 with a repair cost of $49.79. That's insane. Now, I'm going to show you something that a lot of people don't know about autoauctions.io real quick. It's only going to take a second, so bear with me. So let's say you're looking at this 2013 Hyundai Genesis, which, by the way, is back up for sale again with a current bid of $50. If you just keep scrolling down, you can see other Hyundai Genesis cars just like the one you're looking at, okay? And you can see the comparable prices, what they have actually sold for versus what the one you're looking at is going for. Now, these will generally have similar damages, all right, with similar mileage. It's very, very accurate. Next, we have a 2015 Buick LaCrosse. Theft recovery, runs, drives, has keys. Actually looks pretty good. Okay, I do remember this one. This looks like it's sitting at the sublot, but I remember this because it has that big orange cable, and I remember looking at it going, is this a hybrid? And I still think it is, because on the dashboard, it actually had this like hybrid economy meter. A lot of you said it was not a hybrid, but I am pretty certain it was. I won't say 100% that I was, but it definitely had a dash that looked like something out of a hybrid. So this car sold for $5,400, and this is what everybody's watching these videos for. They want to see what these cars are selling for. Salvage title, had some hail damage, and it was a theft. I'm pretty certain this was a theft. Surely it wasn't just salvage. Maybe it was. Maybe it was just hail. I could have swore that this was a theft. Okay, I was probably wrong, so let's just go with what it says. It is a salvage title, primary damage, hail. Estimated repair cost for hail damage, 10 grand. 10 grand to repair the hail damage. Damage ratio, 95%. So
This is its first time at auction, guys, and it sold to somebody in the Bahamas for $5,400. And here again, you can look down here and you can see some comparable cars: 8,400, 8,300, and $5,075. This one right here only had 39,000. This one had 43,000 miles. Both of these are hail damage. So I'm going to say, in comparison to those other cars, this one was a steal. Next, we have this beautiful 2014 Jeep Cherokee that I believe was also hail damaged. You can even see some shattered glass in the windshield there. Yeah, I remember